On the clock, 93.7 FM and 1400 AM, WGIL, Galesburg's local news.
Well, good morning. It is 8:37 and 45 degrees in downtown Galesburg. Galesburg's Morning News. Tyler Gum, Jay Redfern, Cameron Line. Well, of course, Thanksgiving, less than a week away. If you're ready to level up your turkey game or ditch the turkey entirely for another way tastier, something way tastier, we've got the perfect guest. So, all the way from right down the road in Altona, it's Phil and Johanna Hennenfent from Henn House BBQ, Catering, and Food Truck. They're in studio with some pro tips, rubs, smoker secrets, and all the tricks to make next Thursday's feast the best one yet. So, Phil and Johanna, welcome. Good to see you.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You did not bring any barbecue, but we will go ahead and do the interview anyway.
We appreciate the pass.
So, I mean, this is the busy time. So, holiday orders. So, what ended up being the runaway hit this year? Smoked turkeys still the king?
Actually, it was this year. It's all of our orders for this has been our biggest Thanksgiving order we've ever had. So it's going to be a busy few days.
Do you pre-order some turkeys and have them on hand? I mean, is it hundreds?
No, thankfully not quite that many.
Not quite. Yeah, we're at 30 turkeys for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's still a lot. Yeah.
I mean, at what point are you at capacity?
Double that, really.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be tight, but it'd be tight at 60, but we could.
Okay, let's talk about the turkey methods. You have, smoked versus fried versus traditional. Rank them for flavor, and what's the least likely one to ruin Thanksgiving?
I'd say my least favorite is anything comes out of an oven.
Yeah.
Typically it's dried out. We inject all of our turkeys. They get rubbed under the skin as well as on top, and just let it go with that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've had a fried turkey.
I do like fried turkey.
I like
It is
fried
good.
turkey.
Yeah, so
I
do
still
I.
like it injected.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
definitely like fried turkey. I'd probably say smoked and injected, fried and injected, and then out of the oven is probably
Yeah.
going to be my 1, 2, 3.
Is smoked the hardest, or is? Because man, you see the horror stories of fried turkeys.
If you don't get them thawed into the fried turkeys, they can be literally dangerous. But
Definitely.
I don't know.
Smoked turkeys aren't too hard.
They're
Really, and they're a smoked turkey quote. But we're running 300 degrees, 350 degrees, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't really smoke a turkey at say 200 degrees.
It keeps it at a lower temperature too long, which can breed the bacteria. So you really do want to get it high enough that you kill off all the bacteria, but at the same time get a little smoke in there, get a little flavor, and really lock in the moisture.
How long does it smoke for?
Our birds are like right around 18 pounds, and they're about 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't
Not
bad.
terrible. But it's like a giant convection oven at that point with the extra smoke, so that helps too.
Yeah, I guess how long would you fry a turkey?
I think it's a couple minutes, 3 minutes a pound, something like that. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I'm glad you knew that because I didn't. I'm sorry. But
He could have made it up.
he could have. I wouldn't have known.
So what are the top turkey crimes? What do people do wrong when they're making a turkey?
I think they cook it too long
They cook it too long.
and
Yeah.
get it dried out.
Yep.
Because they want to make sure it's done because we've all heard the horror stories of turkeys and everybody gets sick. But I think there's also a happy medium to finding the right temperature versus cooking it so long that it's the Clark Griswold turkey and
Yeah.
it's rough. So.
And talking temps, I guess we'll jump into that real quick.
Yeah.
You're looking for that 160, 165 in the breast in a couple places. Your legs and darker meat, you're looking for 180.
Okay.
If you can cook a turkey with the meat thermometer, you'll be far better off than going off the little
Popper.
pop
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you let turkey or maybe like chick? Do you let it rest?
Ours do because it's a cold pickup from us. So yeah, they're rested for.
And so does carving, when you carve the turkey, does that matter?
Yes. If you're gonna, if you're cooking it the same day, eating the same day, you want it to rest a little bit. I mean, 20, 30 minutes maybe.
Okay.
Let those juices kind of redistribute.
Because those bones are
throughout.
still going to hold your heat in, so it's going to stay hot. But then when you cut into it, you don't lose all your moisture.
Yeah.
Similar to if you're doing a good cut of meat, any other cut of meat, you want to let it rest just a little bit so you don't lose all your moisture.
That's kind of the nice thing about ours with a cold pickup is you can carve it cold, so you're not burning your fingers taking it all apart. You can get every speck of meat off the bone you want, and you're not losing all your liquid out of it. It's all just right there.
Right.
And it reheats a little quicker once it's already.
I know
hard.
some people eat leftovers cold. I mean,
Absolutely.
for the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving meal, do some people just not even?
I don't know.
We've had some that,
Okay.
just they do turkey sandwiches and leave them cold. And
Okay.
I mean, growing up in the tractor, that's what we did.
Yeah.
It was turkey sandwiches during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We're talking to Phil and Johanna Hennenfent from Henn House BBQ. Talk about, so what will your smoked turkeys taste like? Are they rubbed, injected? Kind of talk about what they will taste like.
Yeah. So we use a butter injection, and then our seasoning is a couple. One of them is ours. The other one is just an over-the-counter poultry rub.
Yep.
That we mix, and we
Lift the skin.
lift the skin, put our rub in there so it's on the meat,
Yep.
and then we dust the top as well. That'll kind of help color it up.
I'll give you the job as to question, or I guess that's the job that I get with the smaller hands, so I can get them.
So for those who say I don't like turkey, is it time to go brisket or whatever? What else would people serve for Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
So we actually
You
have
mentioned ham also. Yeah.
ham, quite a bit of brisket this year. Brisket's becoming more popular.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you can get a good thin sliced tender brisket, absolutely. And it goes great with turkey as well. We've had several people order both turkey and brisket just to have something different and have a couple different options on your plate. A good tender juicy ham is always nice with some, cook it in some pineapple juice when you reheat it. A little more traditional as well, maybe.
Talk about the hams. What's the tips and tricks to making a good ham?
Ours are double smoked, so we get them smoked already, and then we throw them on and smoke them again. But I feel like it's just similar to the turkey, not getting it too hot. I feel like people get a ham, they feel like they have to cook it again. Well, it's already been cooked once, so you don't have to get it hot. You just have to get it warm.
Yeah.
You think spiral is better than not spiral? Or does that matter?
I am not a spiral fan just because they really do dry out a lot faster than one that's not spiral cut.
Okay.
That's what I feel. Anyway.
I feel like that bone holds the heat in, and so it cooks it from the inside and the outside, which is great as long as you can pay attention to it and not let it get dried out. But again, it's really, really easy because that bone holds so much heat internally, that it's really easy to get it dried out. So,
Yeah.
From the sides that you serve, is mac and cheese still the king, or what sides do you have?
by far, mac and
far.
cheese is king. We've got just over 100 pounds of mac and cheese, I think,
Yeah.
that we've got ordered. So it'll be busy.
Keep it in a small pool.
Yeah, pretty much.
So what's actually going to be on the Hennenfent family table for Thanksgiving?
Little bit of everything.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit of everything that
Yeah.
we're offering. And
Some ham, some turkey.
Now, does a relative approach you and say, "Hey, I'll bring this"? I mean, are you
Oh,
open
yeah.
to that, or you're like,
Oh,
"Hey,
yeah.
well, let me
Oh,
get
yeah.
it"?
oh yeah,
Okay.
like especially if it's desserts, like I'm way more into desserts than I am the other stuff.
It's the first thing he asks his mom when he gets in the house. What do you have for dessert, Mom?
Yeah.
So then, when they walk in with tofu, are they kicked
Yeah.
out, or what's
It's close.
You can leave it outside.
you can this kids table?
How about
right.
we mentioned serving hot or cold leftovers? Are there any tricks to serving leftovers?
I feel like if it's good the first time, it doesn't need a whole lot of help as a leftover.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good way of putting it. Yeah. I know, Jay, you have a lightning round.
Yeah, we'll
Oh, gosh.
we'll do some lightning round. So,
Oh, boy.
So dark meat, white meat. Who's team leg and who's team breast?
I like light meat,
Yep, I'm white meat as well.
unless you're maybe putting it in a stew or a soup.
Okay.
Okay.
How about cranberry sauce? Are for ridges or not?
I am not a fan of chunky cranberry sauce. I like smooth sauce.
So you like it out of the can?
I do.
Okay. How about you, Phil?
I'm not a cranberry sauce fan.
Okay.
Is it going on the turkey though?
It could.
Yeah.
It could. I usually don't put it on there, but I would eat it. I mean, I would
That's one of
try
those
it.
things you
Yeah.
just have like once a year, right? Cranberry
Exactly.
sauce.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you just
Exactly.
say you had it for
Yes,
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
exactly.
How about stuffing? I call it dressing. Nobody else seems to call it that way unless you're over 50 years old, I guess. So in or out of the bird.
Oh, out of the bird. I am not a stuff the bird fan at all. Too many things can go wrong, and
For smoking purposes, anyway.
it's
Yeah.
just I don't know. I wouldn't want to eat stuffing that was inside a raw bird. That's just me.
Have you ever stuffed a bird with another bird?
I have not done that.
I've had a turducken once.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never have.
It was good.
I'm either.
We've kind of talked about this, but if you don't have turkey, what's next on your plate for the meat?
For me, it'll be ham or brisket.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. Pumpkin pie, mandatory or overrated?
Absolutely.
Mandatory.
With,
The more whipped cream,
Yep.
the better. You got to cover that thing.
is there even a number two? to pumpkin pie?
I'm an apple pie fan.
Okay.
My mother's, I think, who doesn't like their mom's apple pie? But
Yeah.
my mom's apple pie is, that's top notch for me. So
My number 2 is probably pecan pie.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, we had a poll. Saw a poll the other day that obviously pumpkin was number 1, but apple was number 2 and pecan was number 3.
Oh,
so
right. Awesome.
I would have
So
thought
we're
those
right
two
in
were
there.
flipped.
Yeah.
yeah,
so.
I would have too.
How about most underrated Thanksgiving side dish?
Oh, that's a good one. Underrated. I don't know about underrated.
How about
but,
favorite?
I used to have this takes back a ways too, but my grandmother used to make red cabbage.
Okay.
And I really enjoyed red cabbage. It's an old one, but I liked it.
How about you, Phil? What's your go-to side?
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
I'm not a veggie guy even at 43. So, yeah, mac and cheese for sure.
Well, you can make it with cauliflower, and there you go.
Does
You
that cut out?
Yeah.
You could.
Does that cut out green bean casserole then?
I will eat that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How about Black Friday? Are you guys out shopping the next day?
I am not.
No, we'll be recouping from our busy week.
Yes.
What's one grocery item people need to remember to pick up at the store for Thanksgiving that they forget?
Boy, did they forget? I don't know. I would say maybe just enough green beans and corn maybe for their casseroles. Maybe they underestimate how much they need.
Make sure you get the turkey soon enough so it's thawed.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I feel like my family runs out of rolls a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a minor one, but it's usually me that's eating them. So there you go. Now, should we go down the Butterball helpline?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Now, I'm not expecting really an answer here, but this is call it the top 5. Of course, the wildest questions the Butterball Turkey helpline has ever received.
Oh man.
So we'll compare and contrast, okay?
Okay.
Talkline expert Astrid says her most memorable question was about defrosting the bird. She said, somebody had wanted to wash their turkey and make sure that it was defrosted at the same time. So they wanted to put it in the dishwasher.
Oh my goodness.
Would that work?
Probably not.
Probably
you
not.
haven't
Probably not.
Not if you
on
want to
the
use your
outside.
dishwasher, then, right?
Well, how about a bird that was left outside so it could thaw? I mean, some animals took a bite out of it, but would you serve that?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
How about one time a man asked if the oil from the chainsaw he cut the turkey with was inedible?
Oh, that's an interesting
boy.
one.
Yeah.
Along with all the bone shards and
Have you incorporated the chainsaw in your carving yet?
Man, we haven't gotten to that quite yet.
I mean, that's
circular saw? I don't know.
extreme barbecuing.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, another caller asked, what was the best way to cook a turkey that had been in the freezer since 1969?
Oh, wow. That's also impressive.
I would also keep the freezer. It's a good one.
Yeah.
The talk line has also gotten questions about if it was okay to slow roast the turkey over a few days so the house
my
would be
goodness.
filled with that delicious aroma.
Whew.
I mean,
I would say that's
You're
a little
talking
too
about
slow.
bacteria.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You got to get.
It would be like
I think that'd be bad.
like
I think it'd be rubbery and hard. And
like
Yeah.
it would probably turn green. But
oh, it might. That's gross.
final one caller didn't have a question but offered a tip for getting the bird to fit in any pan. He recommended wrapping it in a towel and then giving it a few good stomps. So
Interesting.
I guess if we see you stomping on the bird, Phil,
Oh, my
it's-
goodness.
we know something isn't going
Something's
right.
wrong.
So we have to get through Thanksgiving, but Christmas, do you do the same kind of thing for Christmas?
We do.
Is it
Yeah.
any different?
We do.
Nope. Same menu. It's just the main meats and then mac and cheese. That's really all we offer anymore.
Which one's busier?
So typically it's Christmas.
Really?
It'll be kind of interesting to see if Christmas kind of stays up like Thanksgiving did, or if we kind of see a flip flop and Christmas isn't as busy. I don't know.
I would think turkey wouldn't be quite as popular at Christmas.
I feel like brisket becomes
seems
more
like-
popular at Christmas time.
Yeah.
We still do quite a few turkeys regardless. It's surprising at how many people will turn around and get another turkey, but we always appreciate all the orders. Everybody's been great this year, and like I said, with the community support, this is our biggest one yet. So we're very, very appreciative.
Nice. Well, and looking ahead, if somebody wanted to enlist your services for any other catering, I mean, how would they contact you, or how slammed is your schedule looking ahead so far?
As far as weddings, we're at 26 for next year,
we're
which
getting
is
there.
about right on pace of where we were last year at this time. as far as getting a hold of us, website's going to be the easiest. Go to our catering page, fill out a quote form, and then it'll have you schedule a phone call with me.
And that website is www.henhouse with 2 N's, henhousebbq.com. And then to get to the catering page, it would be a /catering.
Is catering the biggest part of your business?
It is.
By far.
By
Yes.
far?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any changes next year besides, the weddings and everything?
Boy, I don't know. I mean, things are
Any
things are
goals?
pretty well locked
Anything
in.
you want to?
I mean, I feel like we're looking to try and expand into our business catering during the week. We're trying to reach out to more businesses. So if there's any businesses in the area that are needing weekday catering, party catering, special events, we're trying to do that, expand that a little more, and we're also trying to expand our sauce line a little bit more, just to try and get it into a few more locations and just to get the word out.
What's the most popular sauce? How many different sauces do you have?
We just have the 2 right now, the sweet and the bold. The bold has the same sweet base as the sweet, but it's got a little more heat kind of on the backside of that flavor taste. And then we've got our #1 sweet rub that really goes good on anything. So
And where can people find those?
right now they can get it from us. They can get it at the Orion True Value. They can also get it at both Hy-Vee stores here in Galesburg.
Yep.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well, you got any more tips, Jay?
No, I think
Or
so.
any
I
more
think we've
questions?
covered it. Yeah. I usually just sit down for the meal anyway, so I'm not doing much prep. So. But I think I would like to come to yours because your turkey sounds better than what we have. So.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I sit down at the meal and go, "Wow, this really looked like it took a lot of work." I will now eat it. All right. Well, Phil, Johanna, thanks a bunch for coming.
Thank
in.
you.
Great stuff. And of course, HennHouseBBQ.com. Check them out on Facebook as well. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We got a Fox Business Report. This is Galesburg's Morning News.
93.7 FM and 1400 AM WGIL. Galesburg's News.